There are many teams in Marvel Strike Force that you should be building, but only 10 of them are making this top 10 teams in Marvel Strike Force nowadays. To count down this list with me, I am joined by my brother ZeroKoolGamer, and if you're ready for all of that, ZeroKool, let them know what to do, my brother.
Let's roll and smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I'm ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we are counting down the top 10 teams in Marvel Strike Force, but there are a lot of great teams that you should be building, so we got a lot of honorable mentions as well. If this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We got countdown lists like this. We got gameplay, news, question and answer videos, everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force. And joining with me today is my brother ZeroKoolGamer and my alliance mate as well. How are you, ZeroKool?
I am peachy today. This is a good day.
PG, yes, this is a PG channel.
PG, yeah, PG. I'm PG today. I was saying PG, but I'm PG today.
Good. All right, we are counting down the top 10 teams in Marvel Strike Force, and if you don't agree with me, that'll be good. We should have some discussion here, but this is what this list is based on for me, because I think Arena is the most important game mode. That's where you get your power cores, so Arena teams, or if there's a character in that team that I'm using in Arena, that team is getting a little more priority. Now, we don't have any hybrid teams on this list, but we do have some characters that are kind of teams on their own that you could place 4 other characters with them and they're good. So I kind of skewed a little bit on that one. But we've got your 4 tiers here. And in the 4th tier, let's begin with this list. It is the only character on this in this 4th tier that has a character that is relevant in Arena nowadays. And coming in at number 10 today is our character Dormammu. And Dormammu nowadays, relevant in Arena. I'm still seeing him on Arena defense. Still see some people using him on Arena offense. So relevant in raids, in the Mystic section, Cosmic Crucible, and many hybrid teams, and in war. What do you think about this selection of Dormammu at the number 10 spot for his own team?
He's still viable. He's still viable as a character.
You're not
all
disappointed
over.
he's still viable.
Yeah, he's viable. I mean, with the Horseman coming out in Apocalypse, he's and you switch one of them out, which I've seen people take out Archangel to do so, but he's still got some sustain in there, and he helps out. If he gets his ultimate off, it's going to be a real turnaround. But it depends on if he lasts that long.
Yeah, I did get a little bit of diminished value in Cosmic Crucible because he is that mystic character and he's not as fast as he gets. But like you said, as soon as his ultimate goes off, the battle turns around and you're starting to win in Cosmic Crucible. Same thing in Arena. His ultimate is awesome. So 10, or should he be bumped down to honorable mention in your opinion?
I think he's good at 10 because he can change a team, but he could also. But it's like that. It flips and flops. So I would say 10. Yes, he's still very well. Honorable mention is not for him.
All right, so this is the only character in the 4th tier. We're moving up to the 3rd tier now, and you could interchange any of these teams in this 3rd tier. So the first team in this 3rd tier is this, guys, the Masters of Evil. Now, the reason they are rated so high is because of this dude right here, Kang. Kang is relevant in Arena. Kang is relevant in pretty much everywhere. If you're replacing Bionic Avengers, maybe one of their members. I hear some people are replacing Iron Man and the Bionic Avengers, and those raids are going very well. Kang is still there. Now, the Master of Evil, they're very good in Cosmic Crucible. You could use them to take out the Wakandans in Room 6. You could take out other teams if you have another solution for the Wakandans. But Masters of Evil in that 3rd tier of teams in Marvel Strike Force nowadays. What do you think about this selection of the Masters of Evil?
They're beautiful in Crucible.
Yes.
I mean, you know most of the time where you're using them.
And I know how Kang is in Arena. That's why they got this, because of Kang, not the rest of the Masters of Evil.
Kang in Arena is beautiful, especially and the fact that his ultimate just makes sure they're not getting revived. If you get them low enough, boom, they're not coming back.
I love that
ultimate. Which is great. I love that ultimate because Red Hulk gets the charges most of the time, and you're going, please die, just go. And here comes Kang, deleted. So I think with Kang, yes. Outside of Crucible, the whole team, you're pushing it just a little bit.
Bumped up a lot for Kang, so that is why they're in the 3rd tier over that. But yeah, Crucible, they're awesome. Kang and raids is good. I don't know if you're using the rest of this team into raids, and they're better than some older teams in war. I don't know if they're like meta, but they're okay in war. What do you think about this in 3rd tier? Or they should be moved down to third or even higher. Where do you think that fit?
No, I think I think third tier is fine, mainly because of Kang. But then again, if the mainstay players, if you've been here for a while, you've had Ultron and you beefed him up, so he is definitely got that rework that actually helps out in other places. So I think it gives them that third tier right there where they should be.
All right.
The other three, outside of CC,
this one's not so strong, but Kang bumps them up a lot.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to the next team, and this is the Death Seed team. The Horsemen raid team. They are the solution for the mutants. They're going to be the solution to these new incursion raids coming up. They're beautiful in Cosmic Crucible. Well, they're okay in Cosmic Crucible. They take out Death Seed. They take out a lot of these Rebirth teams. They take out a lot of the non-meta teams in Cosmic Crucible, and they're great in War as well. They're great against Death Seed versus Death Seed. Are they tier 3 in your book, or a little different? Higher, lower, or right where they should be?
I have seen them taken out Infinity Watch. But you have to play it right.
Cosmic Crucible.
In Cosmic Crucible and in War.
Okay.
But you have to play it specifically right, and if RNG comes along and messes you up, you're done. That's it. Especially if they attack Dark Beast.
Enough to try that matchup, so I'll take your word for it.
It could be bad, but if they knock out Dark Beast, if they just tunnel Dark Beast, that's it. If they tunnel somebody else, Dark Beast can bring them back. They got the revive.
Usually the AI is not smart enough to do that, but sometimes they do.
Every RNG most of the time is not on your side, so I try not to, but I do have fun playing with this team. I have fun with them. You get the ability to block off. If you get blind off on most teams, you're good to go. You just have to tunnel whoever is going to be the big problem, like Captain Carter. Or most of the time I use them against Rebirth. I haven't tried against Infinity Watch because I don't want to take that step and just fall off the cliff.
They're great against Death Seed. A lot of times people are facing Death Seed on defense. Death Seed takes out Death Seed very easily.
Yeah, Death Seed takes them out really quick. All you got to do is do the special instead of the ultimate for Archangel, and
just switching them around.
Just the one move, just the one move, and you're good. But I have fun with this team. I really do. I'm Magneto. I really like Nemesis. I really do. He just comes in and just gets you health no matter what. Yeah. But I have fun with this.
Bringing people back to life, helping your Crucible efficiency. I love that. Usually it's Magneto
the revive is good.
To life.
Yep, it's usually Magneto, and that's crazy. He's the other legendary. This team has 2 legendaries, yet he dies.
Yeah, well, the only thing he's there for pull everybody together, and then Beast brings them back. So
yes.
All right, tier 3 in my book. Let's move on. I think we could keep discussing Death Seed over and over, but it'll be long. So let's move on. Still in tier 3, the New Warriors. Now Firestar is not in this yet, and they were the Mystic Raid team. We've had a lot of other characters come along since then and are probably a little better, but they're still okay in the Mystic Raids. They're also very good in Cosmic Crucible. They got a revamp for Cosmic Crucible. Now they take out a lot of different teams. I'm hearing even some hybrids can take out Gamma teams in Cosmic Crucible. Very, very good, and they're okay in War. How do you feel about the New Warriors with their rework? This is an incomplete team. Firestar's still not in the game yet. We still don't have the 5th member of this team. But as this incomplete team, are they justified being in tier 3 in your opinion?
Now that they got the rework for Crucible, yes. I haven't. Yes. There's not really that big of a bump for other game modes, but for Crucible, I like the speed up. I like the offense down. All you got to do is transfer defense down to everybody if you can with Deathpool, and then everybody just gets slowed. And just like you said, they go against Gamma. It's really like they're going against Gamma. Yeah, Gamma. Give it a second. Yep, give it a second. And then if you could, I've seen the team up with Eternals, and as long as you get that offense down to slow them down, you can run through them. But they have to be built up to do so. But I can't wait for Firestar to come out to even give them more speed, because they get extra speed for every new warrior. And Crucible, it's fun using them.
How much do you know about the New Warriors in the comics? Do you have a guess for the 5th, or not familiar? Because I'm not too familiar who are on the New Warriors. I have to go look it up. But do you have a guess on who the 5th would be? Scopely seems to be putting characters on certain teams that don't really need to, that were never there before. That is true. You don't have to look at the comics.
You don't even have to look at the comics. But Cloak and Dagger, I've read some of them. Obviously, Deathpool, we're still waiting for her to jump in the comics. Marvel might want to do that, but
she's canon. She's canon.
Yeah, she's
now.
canon. She's canon, yes, and she's an awesome character. But as for the fifth, I would prefer they leave a fifth off. I don't like five.
I do like when they do that sometimes.
Yeah, I like it because it gives us more theory crafting. We could play around with it, and having the 3-piece is good.
I want to hear from you. Who do you think the fifth is, or would you rather there not be a fifth? Let me know in the comments. As we move on to tier 3, or tier 2, we're moving up in rank here.
Yep.
And the first team I want to discuss in this next tier is these guys, the Tangled Web. They're totally out of the arena meta now that Apocalypse is in here. If you don't have Apocalypse in your arena shards, you may still be using Weaver. But my goodness, they're so annoying in Cosmic Crucible. Weaver's still useful in the raids, and they're very, very useful in war. They got bumped down a lot since the last time we did this list. Where do you see the Tangled Web now? I still have them in tier 2. Where do you have them?
They have been bumped down, but as for tier 2, I just don't like Noir. I really don't. But
I mean, it's really because of Weaver.
It's Weaver, yes.
It's sort of 2099 Noir. I mean, it's just these two pretty much. This guy.
Yeah, it is those two. But if you have, God, I know there's a few that are just gonna love me when I say this. If you have a built-up Noir, he can be so annoying, or he could delete somebody turn 1, which is bad.
Maybe later today when he comes farmable on those hard chapters that are coming to the game today, maybe people will build him up and we will see his value, but I haven't seen it yet. Not in any footage I've seen, not in any personal gameplay. I don't see his value too much.
I've seen it on other streamers where they faced built-up Noirs and they just delete someone right off and it messes up the counters because you were expecting to use somebody and boom, now they're gone. And then you got to deal with Weaver, who's going to get the 5 charges if she doesn't get blocked or stunned.
Yeah, Weaver's always a pain.
Yeah, Weaver is just. I love her on offense. Offense, she's great.
Yeah,
but defense,
I'm playing my Weaver, and I could block their Weaver. It's fun. So where do you think these guys fit? Are they still in tier 2? They move down to tier 3, or
no? They're
lower.
I think they're still in tier 2 because they can be annoying, very annoying if you don't play it right. And if Noir knocks out somebody and he's built up, it could mess up that entire. It could just mess it up, the entire counter, and then you're stuck.
That, but Weaver's so strong. Like you said, you mess that up, the whole battle goes wrong.
The battle just goes south, and you're done.
You're getting this big loop of it's not fun. So yeah, they're still very annoying, particularly Weaver. But and I'll take your word that Noir is good when he gets built up. All right, let's move on. Continuing on with tier 2, and I guess technically they're also Tangled Web. It is the Eternals. Now, they've kind of fallen off the arena since we've got to some of these horseman characters, but now they're back in Cosmic Crucible. They're supposed to be on defense with the rest of the Tangled Web. I don't place my Tangled Web or my Eternals on defense because I need them for offense. I'd rather make sure I'm full clearing the other rooms. Still great in the Mystic raids. I think they're a staple in there. They're still great in war. I love using the Eternals and Loki versus some big hero Asgardians. It's so fun to take 3 characters in there and just smash them. But yeah, where are you using them in Cosmic Crucible? Are there more defense with a Tangled Web or using them hybrid teams? I think just these 2 characters are so strong together.
After they did their nice little rework to Crucible and not tell everybody,
well, they told. It was just in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle, not even
in the middle of
the Crucible trial, they switched it up.
They switched it up, and I had my Tangled Web on defense, but I didn't have the Eternals. I just had, a couple there. And then I had to face these 2 with a full Tangled Web, and it wasn't great at all. And I tried to go through it, and I can't beat them. So I was like, nope, I'm grabbing them off of defense, and I'm taking the Eternals with them, and I'm going to use them on offense. And now I got 2 teams. I could take Eternals either towards Gamma or whoever's left, and I could take Eternals, Undying, Tangled, and Hell, and probably Emma to go against that room 5, because Eternals can be they screw at efficiency. They really do, because usually they're last and they don't want to die.
I don't like Eternals that revive. I don't like that. So I want to deal with them with my own Eternals, and they're on offense for me.
Yeah, I pulled them on offense, and I'm perfectly happy with it because now I could throw them against Gamma. I could potentially try to throw them against Unlimited if I'm just all maxed out. But the fact that they're still here as just two characters, they're still in close to the meta is shocking.
And Icarus is still not farmable. All right, let's move on.
Oh, God.
All right, moving on with the rest. Coming in also in tier 2 is these guys, the Unlimited X-Men. Now, I think they were one of the top tier teams back in the day. And the reason they're still top tier, they've fallen a lot in Cosmic Crucible. They are not involved in the raids. They've fallen in the war as well. But the reason they're still here is because of this character Rogue. She's still involved in the arena meta, which means this whole team gets bumped up because of that. Still very good in Cosmic Crucible, though. Using them on offense can take a lot of teams. They're not as strong on defense. You do need to use the right counters. Tier 2. Good place or bad place for these Unlimited X-Men?
Since today I lost one to them, mainly because of RNG, I will keep them. I will say yes into, and that was because of Dazzler. But then again, whatever. Rogue, however, Dazzler died. She cleared the stun, and then boom, she snapped off ability block, and everything just went downhill.
Oh my goodness!
Just went downhill. So I will agree. Yes, they're up there because if you don't counter them correctly, they could snap off, and then boom, they're coming back at you. And Gambit is just sick with those pings. The pings is just stop. Just stop.
Death by 1,000 cuts from his little cards that he's throwing at you.
And why is his passive going off during a stun? He's stunned. There's something wrong with that.
There's characters like Nobu that die are still, their passive still goes off. So there's no consistency, but his passive will go off during stuns. Some characters, they won't. Gambit's does.
But
that's how strong they are, Zero.
Yes. He's stunned. He shouldn't be doing anything. But I agree. Rogue is in the arena meta. She still plays a vital role in there. You don't really take her out. But Rogue and Gambit, just as a two-piece, they're just beautiful together. The other three are coming in. But if you don't counter this team right, they go all in and then you're done and you got to back out, which was what happened today. And I'm not mad by it because it was a massive punch-up. But I would say yes, they're still pretty good. Not as strong as season 1.
No,
but they're still there. But everybody's getting
options for them. But if you go in the wrong team, they will kick your butt. All right, are you ready for the top teams in the game, Zero?
Let's hit it.
All right, we are going to this team, the Darkhold team. Morgan Le Fay still in the arena meta. This Darkhold team lost a little bit in Cosmic Crucible with this new season here. They're specifically getting, I guess we're using them too effectively at the Wakandan, so they bumped down their stats. They made the Wakandans higher. They're still very good. Some of that has to do with the introduction of Apocalypse. Some of this has to do with some of the teams are countering. Tier 1 for the Darkhold. Are they too old to be in this tier, or are they still in this tier for you?
I mean, so MILF. Everybody's got her really maxed out because we've gotten so many Scourges with her. She's built up to the max. And depending on what you got, what you're using on her for her ISO, I could see it. Wong is just crazy once you get his taunt off. When he gets that taunt, you're stuck behind him for a hot minute. And it's just rough.
This team is horrible to try to fight if Wong is taunting, man.
Once
Wong and they're just damaging you all the time and you're just only hitting Wong.
I like them in war. They're still a little. I see it. I usually see them as with Dormammu in there, and then they just become even worse.
Do you use them on offense or defense? I have mine on defense right now.
I have them. I just have them strictly on defense.
Okay.
I put them on defense just to see if we can get a win. But when I see Dormammu in Darkhold, I'm like, oh god, man! Now I got to figure out how to do this because you got most of the team really, really strong. And then you throw Dormammu in there to go, let's bring him back after you kill him. And you don't really know who to use to go with him. And
you could Gamma this thing, but what are you going to do up against their Gamma if they have another Gamma? There's not a lot of counters for Gamma.
It's bad because then you say you wasted a Gamma on Dormo, and I don't want to do that. You want to take Gamma versus Gamma, and hopefully RNG is in your side. But if you play it right, you knock them out. But here, they're still up there. They really are. They haven't really phased out, and Scarlet Witch should be a little bit better, but whatever.
I mean, Dormammu was on this list. We can make this. This team could be on this list with just Morgan Le Fay. Arena, Raids, War, Cosmic Crucible. Morgan Le Fay, I think, makes this team justified to be in the top tier.
Yes, she is. She is.
Regardless
I don't know
of Scarlet Witch, the rest of the characters are pretty good. But regardless of Scarlet Witch, this team is still pretty good.
This team is very, very good, and they're not. I don't see them going away unless some counters brought out specifically to mess with their kits.
Which there will be soon, but yeah, not right now. They're still very good.
Not right now. They're still pretty good.
All right, this is probably the most annoying team. My most fearful team to go against. It is the Gamma team. My goodness, Red Hulk probably has the best ultimate in the game. If that battlefield effects goes off, it turns the tide of the battle. We talked about Dormammu's ultimate turning the tide of the battle. Red Hulk's ultimate turns the tide of the battle. He is involved in arena offense, not really in the raid. So Morgan Le Fay gets a little bump there, but my goodness, they're so dominant in Crucible. This whole team is so dominant in War. I don't know how this team could not be in it. In my opinion, this is the top full team in the game. And when we're not tagging hybrids, this is the best team in the game.
Red Hulk is just amazing. I want to get more red stars on him just so he could just be more annoying. But he could be with a slither, just a slither of health, and then come back and just one-shot a whole team.
That ultimate changes
everything. It just changes it. And then you're like, he's going to die. And then boom, everybody snaps off. I like She-Hulk. If you're not paying attention to She-Hulk, and she gets those 5 charges, she's throwing everything back at you, and you can turn everything around as well.
She's easy to ignore as well. My goodness, she's easy to ignore. So you got to take into account She-Hulk. You got to take into account Show, because he can bring everybody back, and then obviously that big. You got to keep the track of those charges on Red Hulk if you're facing one, because that's a ticking time bomb. You don't want to hit that, or you want to go all in them, kill them right away. Which is still kind of hard because usually the Red Hulks are pretty beefy. So, in my opinion, this is the top non-hybrid team in the game. What do you feel about Gamma?
I'll agree with you on this one. This one is.
To agree with everything, but
I'm not trying to agree, but
we sort of
like did a little. Yeah, it was like there. I was seeing it, but as for Gamma, they're ridiculous. They're more ridiculous than War, and it's just you got to make sure you play it right. But they're still ridiculous.
They're a War team. They're smashing it. Well, Red Hulk smashing an arena. They're smashing Cosmic Crucible. Yeah, and if you don't have Rebirth, they're a good option in the bio raids as well. So
they're good. Well, they're
one shot options.
Yeah, one shot options. But Rebirth is better for it. But this team is just annoying. But damn, I don't want to agree, but I got to because they're crazy. They're crazy good.
Well, I think you're going to agree with all the selections. We have one more team in the top tier, and I don't know how you could disagree with this. It is Apocalypse. My goodness, this character was kind of trash on Arrival. Then he got a rework, became even better. Last week, he got empowered and got even better than that. So the daddy Apocalypses are crazy big. This guy is the arena meta. This guy smashes any hybrid team he's on in Cosmic Crucible, Raid and War. I don't see a real use for him in raids, but with dominating arena like he does, dominating Cosmic Crucible like he does, he has a lot of bonuses for War as well. I don't know how this character could not be in the top of all the teams in Marvel Strike Force.
Well.
Oh, do we have a disagreement? I think I like it. Let me hear it.
I think right now, since it's going to be a while before I have Big Daddy APOC. And then I could get those empowered.
Most players as well.
Most players are not. And I have gone up once against a big APOC, and he was just brutal. However, compared to mine, he kind of just hit like a wet noodle. So I don't know if he's up there yet. I don't want to say he's the top yet, because for most players, we don't have him at his... At least honestly,
I'm rating this as a baby Dormammu. That's how good I think this baby Dormammu is. Over to the top with the daddy Dormammu.
Yeah, I think once an abundance of players gets to experience his full empowered, because we don't have any character out there that has every ability that's empowered. Yeah. We don't have it that way.
Well, let me ask you this, ZeroKool, before you give your final rating. Are you seeing any arena matches without Apocalypse? Or are you using any arena matches without Apocalypse?
No.
Okay.
No.
And
However,
baby apocalypses, right? So that is why I'm doing this rating here.
I haven't. It's been strictly Apocalypse and either 3 Horsemen and Doom or Kang.
Yeah. I've seen Dormammu sometimes on defense.
I see Dormammu more on defense, but I haven't gone up against a Big Daddy Apocalypse yet. But
now,
in arena, I have. In Crucible, I have.
Yeah,
and he wiped the floor with. I had to 2-tap because he just wiped it. It was ridiculous.
I've went against those Daddy Apocalypses as well. In arena, they're not fun.
They're not fun.
They make them. The match is very different with a baby Dormammu. I keep saying Dormammu, with a baby Apocalypse and a Big Daddy. The match is very different. You can still win, but you got to play it differently because All right. So with that said, where do you rate him with his arena value as a baby, and sometimes he gets a lot better with all his abilities empowered. Where do you rate Apocalypse as a team?
As a team, I want to say 2.
Okay.
Because he's not the bigger one there. If I had to do it, I'd say Darkhold would probably be up there more, but as a team, he's not.
We didn't agree on everything.
He's not that's there fine. Yet. Yeah, he's not there yet.
All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments as we get to these honorable mentions. I'm just gonna run through these because this video is going a lot longer than I already thought. Infinity Watch, still one of the best non-meta teams in the game. So annoying, screws up efficiency across the Crucible. Underworld, I wanted him to rate this be on his list. I just don't see any arena value for any of the Underworld characters, but very, very good in Cosmic Crucible, very good in War. Young Avengers, still super annoying after all this time. But again, no arena value, not a lot of raid values. I couldn't place them up here. Weapon X, still a very good team, but not as good as they were a year ago. War Dogs, great in War, great in Cosmic Crucible, not so great in other game modes. Rebirth, great in the raids, so in every other game mode. Same with the Invaders, and same with the Bionic Avengers, though. So those are the honorable mentions. Are there any other teams that do you think should be on the honorable mentions, or do you think any of these teams should be bumped up to the main tier?
No, they got to stay down there, especially if we're going based off arena. Yeah, none of these are really. They're not pushing it anywhere in arena. I haven't seen any one specific character out of those honorable mentions in any type of arena.
Yeah, and that's how I rate these ratings for characters and teams, because for me, arena is the most valuable game mode. It may be different for you, it may be different for any of you guys out there, and your list may be looking a little different. So let me know if you have a different valuation of where you use these guys in, the modes they're using them in. And Zero, thank you for joining us. Any other final comments before we end this video?
I just don't like Noir. I just don't like Noir. Wait,
Noir. You don't like Noir?
No, I don't like Noir.
Okay.
I don't want to build him. But that would probably be the best.
Either, but I'm going to farm him when he comes farmable later today.
I'll farm him, but I don't think I'll build him unless they spin the wheel and chat gets me to do it, which they have been.
I don't have the goal to do it. Even if I wanted to, I don't have the goal to do it. There's so many other higher priorities than Noir. So that is it, guys. Thank you for joining me, ZeroKool. Links to his channel, links to his Discord, links to Twitch, anything he sent me is going to be down below, guys. So make sure you check him out. Check out his channel. Yes. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already checked me out on social media, check me out on social media. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. And if you want to stay up to date on everything in Marvel Strike Force, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Are you ready for a big fist bump, Zero?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, ZeroKoolGamer out. Thanks for watching, guys.